Hello everybody, this is Danny from Deep South Homestead. We thought on this video today we would show y'all some of the things in the Deep South that we have going on our homestead. Now the first thing here we're looking at is the wild huckleberry. It is in full bloom here. The weather has warmed up to the 60s and this tree is in full bloom. This is the wild huckleberry here. This is one of our edibles. Out of the wild, it produces berries for us. They're all over our land. We have them in our landscape here. Plus we have them growing wild in the woods. This is something we make a lot of our jams and jellies out of. It's very rare nowadays to get enough huckleberries to do that. So we wanted to show y'all first off the time of the year and what we have going on here as far as the wild huckleberries are now blooming. As you can see here, guys, this is our onions after you saw our video the other day where we used the Hoss tool, the high arch wheel hoe to actually fertilize these and bed them up now. That's beginning to look good on our homestead. Today is Valentine's Day, so you see what time of the year and the way things are growing here in the Deep South. Okay, guys, this is our English peas here. We planted these a couple of weeks ago. Now they're coming up pretty good. I know it's a little hard to see from a distance, but we're going to take you up and show you the little young peas. Okay, here's some of our young English peas as they're popping out of the ground. They're up about 1 to 2 inches tall, starting to look real good. We're really excited that we're getting such a good start with them, and they're working out really well. All right, here we have our purple top turnips have begun to come up out of the ground, so we're really excited to get those going. The weather's been absolutely perfect for that here. As you can see, we've got one whole long row of those in the garden here. The row is 64 feet long, planted from one end to the other with purple top turnips. All right, here we're on the back side of our hugel bed with our trees. Our young peach trees are beginning to leaf out now, and I'm gonna bring around, I don't know if you'll be able to see it here or not, but okay guys, you can see the ends of the peach limbs here. Look how green they are coming out of it. That tells us spring is here. We're praying that we don't get bit by some kind of late freeze or frost. Looks like our little young peaches are gonna do good. Okay guys, we're here. This is our apricot trees now here on the back of the hugel bed. As you see in front of my hand, I had to put my hand here because the sky is so bright. See the little green blooms that are starting to pop out on it? This tree may very well bloom for us this year. If it does, boy, that would be exciting. The tree is now 3 years old, and that would be great to have some little apricots on it. Okay, guys, this is our carrot bed here. This is day 9. We're fixing to pull the cover off. We've checked it up till the day, and this morning is a new morning, Valentine's Day. So we're going to take this cover off and see if we have any new plants sprouting underneath it. Oh, look at here. Look at this, guys. See the little carrots? This is what I tell you. Watch your covering. They're popping up right through here. Here. We've got little carrots right here. Over here starting to come up. So today is the day that the cover comes off. All right, guys, this is our other carrot bed. I see some little carrots coming up right here. They're starting to pop up, so now's the time to get this off. We have several other ones coming up over here. One right here, a little carrot right there. And I see some of them just breaking the ground right in here. Little bitty yellow looking tops on them right there. It's time to get this cover off so that they don't bake underneath this cover and just sit here and die from being covered up in the dark, because they're looking for sunlight, and now is the time to get the sunlight to them. Okay guys, look at the green popping out on our tame blackberries here. They're getting ready to come out and start budding. That's exciting. That tells us that the berries aren't far away. Even up under here, look at this. Look at that bloom right there. They're fixing to start blooming even here in the Deep South. That's nice. And down here, you see right in here, this is our green onions we got planted here. Multiplying onions here. We don't put them out with our bulb onions because these stay here permanently. We don't have to take them all up at one time. They can stay here year after year. They just keep multiplying. These things are doing wonderful. Okay guys, y'all see this? This is our sugarcane. It's starting to come back through the ground here. Got more here. Got some over here, and there's some more all down the row. the cane is starting to come back up. So that tells us that the ground temperatures is getting to be around 60 degrees with what it needs for it to come up well. We're excited about that. We see little new shoots right here starting to pop out of the ground. So we're knowing that cane season is fixing to be right on top of us. Boy, we're praying we do not get a freeze now. Okay guys, this is our mulberry tree. As you see, the little young tender leaves are starting to come out on it here and here. This is one of the first trees that we pick from on our homestead here as far as a berry tree is concerned. This mulberry usually loads up sometimes twice a year, which is highly unusual for us. Okay guys, this is our blueberries. Look at the blueberries here. They are already starting to bloom out. Now this is the Alapaha. This is an early variety we have here at our homestead. Okay guys, these here are the Alapaha trees right through here. We have 10 of them. Now on this side over here, right in here, this row over here is Premier all the way down. Come back to your left. There we go. This row starts way up here, comes all the way down here. This whole row is Premier also. We have 50 trees all together, and the Alapahas are just now starting to bud and bloom good. The Premiers will be about a week behind them. This is our apple trees, as you can see on the ends of the limbs. This is a golden Dorset right here, this particular one. It is beginning to bud on the end here. Now this tree never does really make any apples, but it sure does bud out early. Okay guys, this is our peach trees. This is a young peach tree, 4 years old. See right here, it's just fixing to start budding and blooming out. So we know that they're right around the corner. Okay guys, this is our swamp mulberry here. As you can see, it's done leafing out pretty good. It won't be long, it'll be having mulberries on it this year. So now you can see how bright the green leaves are. It's coming out on it. Looks nice. Okay, as you can see right here, look at the green on the fig trees here. This is my grandfather's fig. As far as I know, it's the only one of this variety left around. Makes a fig about this big around. Big old huge fig. We've struggled for years to get this tree to grow, but now we finally think we've found its location. And it looks like it's doing fantastic here. Okay guys, this is our pear tree. Look at it right there. It is just fixing to bud open and start producing blooms. We're probably just a matter of a week away from this one actually blooming out. So we're excited about that. Okay, this is the brown turkey fig. This is our mass producer here. It produces so many figs for us each year, almost 50 gallons a year on this one tree. Now here we have it starting to bud out also. As you can see right here at my thumb, see how the young green is starting to pop out on these limbs? It's just a matter of weeks before this thing will be in full bloom, ready to start bearing figs. Okay guys, this is our mayhaw tree. It is fixing to be in full bloom. We are really excited about that. This is year 4 for us. And I mean, this thing is just loading up with blooms all the way down it. It looks like this year we might get some mayhaws off of it. So we are really excited about that. Okay guys, this is our plum tree. I'm gonna bring it in a little closer. See that? Look at the little blooms all on the limbs here. They're just fixing to start popping out. So our plums are starting to bloom. We have had a cold enough winter this year to get all of our chill hours in, and we're really excited that these trees are going to be able to bear, looks like. Okay guys, our greenhouse is finally starting to get up where it produces. We've made it through the harshest part of winter, we hope, and now we're going to take you in and show you what's going on inside the greenhouse. These are some potatoes here that was sent to us by a subscriber, Mr. Dale, from up in Michigan. These are a white potato. We're giving them a try to see how they do here at our homestead. We only had a few, so we didn't want to lose them. We stuck them in a pot here in the greenhouse. We see up underneath, some of them are just now starting to come up under here, some young ones. These came up earlier. We have some more right here. We're hoping to be able to get some seed potatoes started from these and see if we can breed them to grow here at Deep South Homestead. Okay guys, we got 3 or 4 plants right in a row right here. The seeds got mixed up in the tray. We didn't get a name tag in them. We don't know exactly which tomato they are until they actually start producing tomatoes. We'll know once they produce a tomato, but they are blooming really good. I mean, they are looking nice. We come in here every day and we just kind of bump these to kind of help them pollinate, because there's no wind in here to help them pollinate, and there's no bees. This here is another variety. Now, we're not saving seed from any of these. These were basically just an experiment from a company that sent us these seeds to see how they actually will do. But these 3 sets of plants right here, like I said, until they put a tomato on, we won't know which variety they really are. This variety here is called Prudence Purple. We know what it is because it has a name tag on it. Right down in here you can see it's starting to put some blooms on right here, so we're happy about that. And some of it over in here is already fell over. Now this is blooming pretty good right here, so we're looking forward to getting some tomatoes off it. We got to get a stick in here and get this and kind of tie it up. This is our sweet potatoes. The sweet potato slips are just now starting to pop up out of the pot and put some green leaves on. It's been a couple of weeks now. Takes a little time for them to get going good. Okay guys, this one right in here you're looking at here, this is a Boxcar Willie. This thing is loaded up with blooms everywhere. This particular variety of tomato, and what we're doing is looking for a tomato at Deep South. We try new varieties every year along with our old favorites to see which ones actually do the best. Now this one is an Aunt Ruby's green tomato here. It is actually loading up real good with blooms also on it. So it's doing really well. It's an indeterminate that it looks like it's going to keep growing pretty tall. Okay, this one that you're looking at right here, this is a black creme tomato. It has lots of blooms all under it in here also. So it's doing real good. We have no problems with it. The black creme has a small stem on it here. We've noticed that. The Boxcar Willie and the Aunt Ruby's green tomato have huge, large structural stems on them. But so far, the Boxcar Willie, the black creme has just had little small, spindly looking little stems on them. That's one thing that concerns us in case of high winds if we put them in the fields. This is the Abe Lincoln here. The Abe Lincoln has really got, this thing has got tons of blooms on it. That's kind of a little bit different style bloom. It almost looks like a little sunflower when it comes out right there. We've noticed that. We're not sure about the tomato on it yet, but it is a heavy producer. You see the top of it here? Boy, it's just loading up with blooms everywhere in here, so we're kind of anxious to see how it's going to go and do. This variety right here is an old variety. This is a Homestead. We throwed it in here just to see how it would do mixed in with all these others. It's loading up with a bunch of blooms on it, but the stems are kind of small on it also. So we're kind of curious just to see how it's going to do in the future. Here we have our seed tray. We have Amish paste, red Marconi, and yellow Marconi peppers in this. There are none of them coming up yet. They've only been in here for just a couple of days. We're trying to give them the greenhouse effect. And here we have Miss Wanda's, this was her microgreens. They've come up now. As you can see, she has the tender greens here and the different kales over here and stuff. So she's got a few Swiss chard mixed down in with it, looks like. This is going to be something good to munch on just for a little quick salad for her. Okay guys, this is our moringa tree that has been in the greenhouse. It is just now starting to bud and leaf out. As you can see here, it has overwintered well in the greenhouse. It's now time for it to actually start doing some growing. Okay, this is our little pineapple plant that we had in here from last year. We cut the full-grown pineapple out of the top of it. We have another shoot popping out on the side, so we're going to be moving this one back out into the yard just as soon as it warms up here. Okay guys, this right here is the pineapple top from the pineapple we grew here at Deep South Homestead. We're hoping that this one will actually grow, and if it does, it will be the first generation of fresh pineapple plants that came from our homestead. So we're excited, hoping that it actually roots and takes off. This is our stevia that we overwintered in the greenhouse. It is doing really good in here. It looks like it's enjoying these warmer temperatures. And this is our aloe vera. It has overwintered well. We have several of them in the greenhouse here, and it has done fantastic in these warmer temperatures in the greenhouse. Okay guys, this concludes our tour today of buds and blooms here at Deep South Homestead and some of the things we have going on in the early spring. And show you that, hey, gardening is here. Thank you from Deep South Homestead. What are y'all doing? Huh? What? What are y'all doing?